At the Micah Project, we don't just want to change the lives of the guys that are part of the project, but also help them to learn to be a light to the people around them. Often, people living in poverty are given the opportunity to receive, but they're never given the opportunity to reach out to other people. And so we've done this in many different ways with the Micah guys, from visiting senior citizens at a nearby home to taking food to the kids that live in the streets still, or to being a part of planning different building projects and kids programs and medical and dental brigades. But recently we've started doing an activity once a week called Dia de Luz, or Day of Light. And each week, a couple of the Micah guys are in charge, and they're supposed to find somebody in our community, other than their own families, who they want to bless in some way, sort of like a Honduran random acts of kindness idea. So we help the leaders of the week plan the service project on Monday afternoon, and then on Tuesday afternoon, all the Micah guys go and they put the service project into action. So our weekly budget for this isn't that high, because we keep telling the boys that we can encourage people just by showing up, by doing something simple, and by reminding them that God hasn't forgotten about them. So this week, Christopher and Axel chose to help a lady we know named Doña Aguila, and she lives a few blocks from the Micah Project in just a small one-room wooden hut that's like clinging to the side of a cliff. And people keep stealing her only meager belongings from her when she's gone all day working, selling in the market area. They like break into her house and take her stuff. Her son Pi is one of the street boys that we play soccer with. So her hut was in pretty bad shape. So the guys decided to do an extreme home makeover Honduran style with the budget that we had. So we painted the outside of the house, and then we installed a better latch and lock on her door and planed the door down so it would close all the way, because it wasn't really closing. And then I think the most important, we were able to build her some stairs to be able to get safely up to the hut, especially when she's hauling things full of water. So once we were done with those things, we left her some food and some clothes that someone had donated as well. And two of the boys had a job of writing Bible verses and encouraging words on construction paper and drawing her some pictures to put on the inside walls of her hut too. So the Micah guys had a great 2 hours, as happy as I've ever seen them at any park or birthday party or soccer game, as they once again were able to experience that joy that comes with helping others. Our goal is that the guys will learn to be salt and light right here in Honduras, always on the lookout for who they can encourage with simple actions or words, and this is one of the ways that we are teaching that.
¿Qué me dice usted? ¿Está feliz?
Ah, yo sí.
Por la nueva pintura, ¿verdad?
Ah, yo estoy feliz y por las gradas.
Y las gradas.
Ah, ya no voy a batallar mucho ahí.
Qué bien.
Mira, vale, la vamos para que ponga un nuevo candado. Bueno, ahí mira.
No, ya me lo dieron.
Here we are walking with Axel through the market district of Tegucigalpa, getting ready to do a home visit at his house right here in the market. Really, the market is sort of the lifeblood of Tegucigalpa. It's where all the action is. It's where thousands of people come on a daily basis to come and buy and sell, and most people really just trying to make a living day to day. But the market also has pretty difficult areas in it, areas full of drugs, some violence, prostitution, and other things. And Axel's family really lives in one of the most difficult blocks of the market area. There's just a lot of real seedy establishments there, a lot of violence. He used to say, even here as he walks into the hotel that his mom lives in, that they would see a dead body out on that block almost on a nightly basis. And Axel's family lives in what they call a hotel. Really, it's because they pay by the day. They pay about $1.50 a day because they're too poor to rent any place by the month. And so Axel's mom and stepdad and younger brother and older brother live in this tiny one-room place in the market. Axel's story really is a testament to God's grace. We found him in the market with the other glue users. Axel had been a street kid for a couple years, had been involved in some really difficult things. He was in a band of violent youth that assaulted taxis and other establishments. He had been in and out of state-run orphanages and institutions. He'd always escaped and gone back to the streets and had a very, very unstable life. Axel's dad as well is in jail because he was a violent man and he did a lot of assaulting in the market area as well. But when we found Axel in September of 2008, he decided he wanted to join the Micah Project, and really the transformation was almost immediate. Sometimes it takes a lot longer, but Axel, although he still had some violent outbursts and some difficult things to deal with from his past, honestly, it was pretty incredible to see God transform into a caring young adult who really wanted to help his family and help other people in the market, always wanting to really do the best for the people around him. And that just seems to grow day by day as Axel begins to grow into the Micah man that God wants him to be. Even as he leaves here, his mom's apartment, to go back to his house, in the Micah house, we're just hoping that Axel's path will be moving forward day by day.